Thank you so much for joining. I am so glad that you're here. There are a million different places that you could be right now, and I'm so grateful that you chose to be here with me. I'm Melissa James. I'll be your host, and so excited for us to hop in. We're going to get started right away because I know that your time is precious. So, I want to know how many people want to use AI to earn more and work less in 2025. Like, seriously, I've been wanting to do this since I was 21. Now I have a tool to do it, and now I can make it a lot easier for myself. I am so happy that AI is here and so grateful for the opportunities. Before we hop in, I just want to go over a couple of housekeeping rules before we get started. Number one, I will be available via chat only during this session. So please feel free to ask questions if you have any that come up. If I cannot get to your question during the chat right now, during the session, please know that I will follow up via email within 48 hours. Also, please feel free to sit back and relax. I do not want you to worry about taking notes. Our recording will be available for 3 days after this session, so you'll be able to watch it in the event that you need to leave or hop off a little bit early. But if you are able to stay till the end, just know that there is a special bonus if you're able to stay till the end. And I want to thank you for your engagement. And if you're able to stay, I'd love to share it with you. So just wanting to know, like, where are you joining from today? Let me know in the chat. I would love to hear more about how far has our reach gotten. Believe it or not, for those that don't know, the Real Career Revolution actually started as an Instagram page. I literally had 0 followers last year. I've been talking about the Real Career Revolution and sharing more, and we have now over 3,700 followers that have literally come from across the world. We have people from all over. We've got folks in India. We've got folks in California. We've got folks out in Texas. Okay, I love it. We got folks out in Puerto Rico. Oh my gosh, I love this. It is so great to have so many people here from across the globe. So thank you so much for joining. I'm so grateful that you're here. Just to introduce myself, I'm Melissa, our founder of Real Career Revolution. And if you don't know me, and this is the first time that we're meeting, I am literally a first generation college graduate and the daughter of 2 West Indian immigrants. If you can guess the countries, I would be so impressed with this group. If you can guess it, I'd be like shocked. So I'll give you guys a second to try to guess in the chat where my parents are from. I'll give you a second. If you can guess it, I literally would be so shocked. So just so you know, I literally have watched my parents work tirelessly, each of them holding 2 jobs just to make $40,000 a year to take care of 7 children collectively. It was literally my lifelong dream to become a millionaire so that my family could have some sort of financial stability. And today I am super grateful and super proud to share that at 35, I retired as a multi-millionaire. I now have complete freedom over how I choose to spend my time, and I choose to spend my time talking to people like you. People like you who are committed to earning more and working less, because there is so much that I learned that I wish I had someone to teach me all the things that I know right now. If I had someone that was there with me along the journey, it would have gone even 10 times faster. I am so grateful that between 2010 and 2025, I was able to create multiple streams of income and to achieve literally a 4,744% increase in income, growing from an initial salary of just $45,000 to a net worth of $2 million and $180K in passive income annually. Just to kind of give you a little bit more about why I even started the Real Career Revolution, what was it all about? I started it while I was on a wellness break from work. I had been diagnosed with vitiligo. It's the white patches that you'll see throughout the presentation that are on my face. You can't see it right now because I have makeup on, but vitiligo is an autoimmune issue where you start to lose pigmentation in your skin. I was on a wellness break because, quite frankly, this change in my health caused a massive change in my mental health and also my anxiety, my depression, and I simply just couldn't take it anymore, and I needed a break from corporate. So I took a 1.5 year long wellness break to help me recenter, and during that time, I just realized so many things started to come to fruition. I had so much shame and guilt about taking a break, and it really made me start thinking and questioning all the norms around what we believe to be true with our relationship with work. And I really wanted to start the real career revolution to bridge the gap between what we were told about our careers versus the reality that we're experiencing. I really wanted to lead people through a transformative journey where we can empower people to break free from outdated norms and expectations and use the present opportunity to ignite change and growth within oneself to design a career that you would be proud of. So thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful for you to join. And when I talk about what is the real career revolution, it really is a modern approach to the future of work. A real career revolution is not about outdated career advice. It is a modern guide to adapting to workforce challenges and opportunities in 2025. We challenge the traditional mindset about retirement, about our relationship with work, focusing on wanting to work smarter and not harder. I literally believe that it is essential for us to get a real career that is authentic to who we are, that would make us proud and allows us to challenge the norm of having only one primary source of income and creating multiple streams of income, leveraging our skills to make sure that we are working smart. We are not working hard anymore. We're working smart now and breaking through the limitations that we have. Sometimes these limitations are mental blocks. Sometimes it's a lack of emotional awareness. Sometimes it's a lack of the tools and resources that are available to us. So by being able to have all of these different resources available, I truly believe that we have the opportunity of a lifetime to create a career that you'd be proud of. So I want to get into it and walk you through exactly the change that I saw. And for me, it started back when I was graduating in 2010. I started to notice that my expectations of graduating from college was different than what I thought it would be. I totally thought that I would get this high-paying job, I'd be making $200,000 a year, and that was just simply not the case. I graduated in 2010 during the recession, very similar to how things feel right now, where no one was hiring, and I really was thinking about going to law school, and I was like, man, if I go to law school and I take out another $200,000 worth of debt, what's going to be waiting for me on the other side? So I decided to call up current law school graduates and I asked them, hey, what is this like for you? And so many of them ended up saying, I would do anything to give back this degree in exchange for wiping out my student loans. And that for me was literally the neon yellow light saying, don't go to law school. Let's pivot and adapt to the fact that the market is just simply not giving what it needs to give in this particular moment. I was in a position where I was navigating uncharted territory. I was facing uncertainty, having to decide what I wanted to do that was different than what I thought I would do. I had to accept the harsh reality that this college degree did not guarantee employment. And I literally had to figure out, what was I going to do? I was unprepared. I did not know, but I wanted to forge my own path. I did not have mentors to call. I did not have connections to rely on. There was no job that I could just call my uncle and say, hey, I needed a little gig to get by. There was no such thing. I was first in my family to graduate for college. Literally every person that I met, every network, every connection that I have now is something that I earned. So when I'm talking to you, it is literally from someone who is a self-made millionaire that worked extremely hard. I'm an ordinary girl with extraordinary will, and I want to share with you what I saw and what I would have done differently, knowing what I know now to set myself up and to set you up for success moving forward. So just to give you like the full background, like I said, I was on my way to law school thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get this big job, graduated in the middle of the recession, with no guarantee of this big salary. I was like, oh my gosh, well, if I'm not going to go to law school, I'm going to figure out what can I do in the meantime. I actually volunteered for a year doing AmeriCorps, where I was doing free legal services for a year. The market still didn't change. And then finally I said, it's time to adapt. The market isn't changing, and I decided to become an office manager at a startup. It was a spin out from MIT and Harvard. I was their office manager, and really, this became my boot camp, okay? A literal boot camp in entrepreneurial leadership that I did not know I was signing up for, but one of the best experiences that I could have ever have asked for. I had the most amazing manager, and because of that, I was able to learn a ton about business, and I fell in love with recruitment and hiring. And then one day, I kid you not, I was sitting in the office. I get a phone call out of nowhere. It was a recruiter calling me from Google to see if I wanted to join Google's team to do diversity recruitment and help them recruit underrepresented software engineers. And I was like, stop it. No way. How is this happening right now? And completely, honestly, I thought it was a scam at first, but it was not a scam at all. I saw the email, I saw the domain name, she was legit, and I was so excited for the opportunity. I literally was so excited to go and join Google's team. I shortly after that, I left my startup, joined the team, and I started doing diversity recruitment. And this is where I started to realize yet again, the difference between what we were told versus the reality that we were experiencing. The vision was to hire more diverse talent. The reality that I was experiencing was conscious and unconscious bias. Now, if you know what any of those terms mean, there is such a thing as unconscious bias, where people don't know the bias that they have against someone. And then I also believe that there is conscious bias that some people have. Let's just call it what it is. Let us be real about the challenges that happen in recruitment and hiring when it comes to diverse talent. So for me, this was an eye-opening experience. I had no idea that there was such a conscious bias in hiring diverse talent, and it made me frustrated. It made me mad because I believe that diverse talent deserve the best job opportunities because they have the grit, the perseverance, and the ambition to be extremely successful. So while I was recruiting at Google, they had lofty goals, but they did not do the internal work, and that made me mad. And it was in 2014 when tech companies released their diversity data, and I said to myself, if Google's got all the money in the world, what in the world is happening at all these other tech companies? And that's when I decided to leave Google and bootstrap my first company and recruit diverse talent for Fortune 500 organizations. Clients were, actually, believe it or not, Google became a client, Akamai became a client, Spotify became a client, Uber became a client, all because they wanted to learn how to improve. And I felt like I could be a better service to those organizations by doing it outside within my own company. And from there, I got to learn so much about the market. I got to see what it was like for candidates that came from underserved two-year colleges and four-year colleges that were typically overlooked by corporate employers. There is when I realized that there was a different strife for people that came from two-year colleges. And with that, I was able to connect with a Harvard Business School professor, Jeffrey Busking, who I've known for quite some time. Jeff and I got on a phone call, and I shared with him my experience at Google, my experience at Tech Connection, and my experience with watching diverse talent struggle from two-year colleges and four-year colleges that were typically overlooked. We co-founded a nonprofit called Hack Diversity, where we created an internship to hire program where diverse talent, Black and Latino talent, could literally get an internship making $25,000 and then secure full-time employment at $125,000 in total compensation. Okay? This was life-changing money for people that literally were showcasing the grit, the perseverance, and the ambition to move forward. And from there, I was so excited about the work that I've seen at Hack. I personally had decided that I wanted to go in-house. I joined a diversity management consulting firm literally 3 days before COVID hit, before the pandemic started in March of 2020. And literally, it was the most crazy ride working at a diversity management consulting firm that advised Fortune 500 companies. It was a 30-year-old company, and literally, I took them from 3 million to 6.5 million in 2 years using automation and AI-based growth strategies, all while building a $2 million real estate portfolio, generating over $180K and passive income on the side. This is your girl MJ, okay? When I say I'm going to work, I mean I'm going to work. I'm Jamaican. If you haven't figured it out, oh my God, I totally forgot to mention that. I am 100% Jamaican. Well, sorry, my mom is from Jamaica. My dad is from St. Kitts Nevis. If you haven't figured it out, I'm 100% West Indian. I love to work multiple jobs, and I've been doing it for a long time, and it has paid off in a really big way. I literally was able to multiply my income by 48 and retire at 35. And now I'm on a mission to help 1 million people become millionaires and retire early. This is literally my life's work. It is a combination of everything that I know, being able to build a personal brand and then leverage technology to help you grow and scale, and then double down on what you know to be true and use your expertise to move forward is my greatest strength, and I'm here to show you exactly how I did it. Here are examples of people that are inside the Real Career Revolution community right now. Let me tell you about Nadine. Nadine was a stay-at-home mom for 20 years. She then became a Uber driver as a way to create more income for herself. Before joining RCR, she felt trapped working 3 different contract gigs that drained her energy, that made her feel overworked. Using the strategies that she learned from RCR, she has a way better work-life balance and has been able to build an additional income stream. It's only been 6 months, and now she has an additional $60,000 in income and enjoys working 3 days a week. She is in full control of her schedule and her income, and incredibly grateful for the freedom and the value that RCR has brought to her life. This is just one of many examples of people within our community who are literally changing their life. Why is this important right now? It's important because AI is impacting our workforce. There is no doubt about it. AI is here to stay. And as companies are continuing to implement AI, the adaptation of AI literally is for companies to implement it, cut costs, and boost revenue. Plain and simple. It's not personal, it's business, but it feels personal because so many people are losing their livelihood because they depend on only one source of income. They depend on one source of income as their primary and only source of income. And because of this, literally, they have so much vulnerability. And when they feel that vulnerability, when they hear about, oh gosh, there might be a layoff, that's when layoff anxiety starts to hit. And all of a sudden, we get back to, oh boy, I hope I don't get laid off. And unfortunately, as AI continues to be implemented within our workforce, we're going to have a continuous cycle of layoffs. That's going to be the new normal. So it is essential for all people. Let me repeat this. It is essential for all people to have multiple streams of income because it is essential for stability and financial security. You cannot rely on just one source of income. You must have multiple streams of income as you move forward. When it comes to the technology trends driving business transformation, business leaders say AI and information structures are the number one Literally 85% of them are focused on AI. If they're focused on AI, you need to be focused on AI. That's how crucial it is. There are other technologies that are out there, other ones that are great, but it's just AI that is at top of mind because of the power that it has and the change that it can create. So who is this going to hit the most? What are some of the fastest declining jobs that are out there? It's going to be administrative roles. It's going to be postal and banking services. It's going to be manual processing jobs in traditional customer service. How do I know this? There are so many examples, and I'll give you just one, just to ground us in this conversation. Klarna, the payment services company that we all know, where it's like pay as you go. Maybe you've seen it when you're signing up for booking a trip, right? You get the option if you want to use Klarna or Afterpay. And essentially what that looks like is that you sign up for this, you pay as you go along so that by the time you go on the trip, you're able to go. Klarna implemented AI in their customer service department. It literally caused them to cut 700 jobs and save them over $40 million in that calendar year. That is a large sum of money. And I know you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. The number of jobs, the people that lost their jobs, the families that lost their job, but also that is the type of money that companies are looking to save to increase top line revenue, which is why I say it is essential for you to start building other streams of income in the event that there is a layoff within your organization, because it's not personal. It just is part of business that makes it feel personal. And it is personal because it's your income, and your income does matter. Your income literally is there for you and for your family, and I'm sure it feeds many, many, many people that I don't even know about. And that's why it's essential to have another stream of income in the event that something goes wrong. So tell me right now, you came on this call, you wanted to learn more. Describe to me the vibe right now. How are you feeling? What is your current emotional state? Let me know in the chat. Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling skeptical? Are you feeling somewhere in between? And I'm here just to meet you there. Because honestly, I think there's lots of mixed feelings that people should be having as we implement AI. And I want to make sure that we are honoring those feelings, because those feelings are valid, but how we move forward and how we adapt to the reality that we are facing is essential. So many people are responding. Describe your vibe right now. People are saying they're excited, they're curious, they're skeptical, they're overwhelmed, they're hopeful, and some are just anxious. And I totally get why you might be feeling that way. But really, it comes down to two things. What is going to be your approach now that you know the reality of what's going to be happening? What is your approach? Are you going to have the hope and pray approach, wait passively for circumstances to improve, rely on a single source of income, stay in your comfort zone despite the changes that are happening, ignoring AI's impact on job security? Or are you going to adapt and innovate, taking a proactive control of your financial future, creating multiple streams of income, leveraging AI to build your personal brand, breaking through limiting beliefs, and designing your path to early retirement? Why is this important? Because in 2025 and 2030, literally HR professionals are only predicting 5 years out. This is wild, by the way. As someone who's been in HR for the past 14 years, this is crazy that HR professionals are only thinking in 5-year increments. They literally are doing this because AI is changing so rapidly and so quickly that it's impossible for them to anticipate where we might be 5 years beyond. So what are they saying as the top in-demand skills? It's analytical thinking, it's resilience, it's flexibility, it's agility, it's leadership, it's social influence, AI skills, and it's essential for us to learn and have a continuous learning approach to moving forward, because this AI is here to stay. How you adapt, how you innovate is solely up to you. And it is your responsibility to decide how best you want to move forward. So when we think about our next best step, it is essential for us to be mindful of how do we meet this particular moment. Real Career Revolution is designed to meet you where you are in your journey. Maybe you're the kind of person that's like, oh my God, I hate technology. It just like gives me the ick. I have so much fear about it. I don't like it. It's not for me. I don't want anybody knowing my business. Guess what? Everybody knows your business. Everything that we do in 2025 is technology based. Everything. So it's best to adapt. Take and face the technology head on, because those that adapt, those that innovate will be at the forefront. Those that choose to be fearful and nervous, they will be left behind. I want you to be at the forefront, because if you're at the forefront, let me tell you right now that this is the gold rush opportunity of a lifetime. This is the equivalent of literally cell phones coming out in the 90s. You must, I urge you to take this seriously, that we are at a pivotal moment in time, that even if you're scared, learn to use the technology, then learn to create a partnership with the technology, because you have a personal brand that literally can be monetized, so that you can build a personal brand and be able to have multiple streams of income. If you are someone who's like, I don't mind it, I've been kind of playing around with it, but I'm not exactly sure how best to use it to make more money, I will show you exactly how. If you're someone who's like, I've been playing around with it, but I haven't built my personal brand on it, I'm more than happy to show you exactly the tools that we'll be using, just to give you a taste of what to expect inside the Real Career Revolution. So just to kind of give you an idea of what the pathway looks like, I truly mean it when I say, like, I try to share my authentic story. I like to walk in the truth that I say that I am, so that people can see exactly what you're getting through. I know what it's like to feel stuck. I know what it's like when my health changed when I did not anticipate it. I was stuck. I had vitiligo showing up on my face. You can see it here in the photo now. It was literally going up the left side of my face. I was terrified. I was depressed. I was anxious. I was crying. It was the middle of summer outside, but literally I was spending the entire day crying in bed because I could not believe that my body was changing in this way. I was stuck. I had so many limiting beliefs. I was navigating a huge career transition, and I needed help and support figuring out how to manage my negative thoughts, how to create healthy boundaries, and how to move forward and figuring out my next best step. So I share this with you because it's important to acknowledge where you are. And if you're there, know that I'm here and I see you, and I'm happy to meet you there. I'm going to help you work through this. Then it's going through and sharing your authentic story. Because when you share your authentic story, your lived experience becomes your new business card. It becomes your calling card, because people love the authenticity of what happened behind the scenes, and they want to be a part of that. And then lastly, we'll go through and use AI to build multiple streams of income. That's right. You want to earn more and work less. This is exactly how we're going to go about doing it. I'm going to show you the tools that I found that are super helpful to be able to get this done. And lastly, we'll go through and talk more about how to retire early using AI-powered sales, marketing, and strategic growth, so that you're set up for success. So when we talk about using AI to build multiple streams of income, I'm talking about ebooks, I'm talking about workbooks, I'm talking about online courses, video tutorials, and then using social media as a way to leverage AI to maintain consistent and engaging content, so that people see you as a thought leader. Then we're going to create a store for you where you can use your skills to pay those bills, okay? Use AI to set up your online store, to accept payments online, to meet people where they are, to listen to your audience, to capture their pain point, and then create very easy ways, very easy offers that make it essential for them to purchase from you. And then we're going to amplify your voice. We're going to showcase your lived experience, your kindness, your journey, your impact, so that more people will want to work with you. So within the Real Career Revolution, my goal is to help you learn how to sell, how to grow, and how to utilize lead generation, engagement, and conversion tactics for more sales and to increase visibility for your brand. Here's a couple of examples of some of the tools that I'm referring to, just to kind of give you an idea. There's several tools that we use internally. This literally is my strategic growth tools that I highly recommend. These are tools that I use personally and tools that I find to be wildly successful to help with content creation, making sure that you're getting analytics, making sure that you have the engagement, automation, and trend analysis so that you can see exactly what's happening within your community as you're sharing more content. An example of this is Blaze.ai. Blaze.ai I love because it allows you to repurpose content. You create something once and then we're going to take it and we're going to turn it into 50 different pieces of content and publish it on multiple platforms literally in one click. Okay, like how much easier could this get? You're probably like, what, Melissa? There's absolutely no way how. Let me show you how this works. I'm going to have to exit full screen for just a second. Here is Blaze.ai. You can see the URL here. Here is the landing page for the webinar that we're watching right now. You can see how I've already put it in here just for the sake of time. I'm going to go, oh my gosh, I don't have much time. I want to turn this into a multi-channel campaign. I want to pick the LinkedIn post. I want to create Google ad copy, Facebook ad copy, maybe even a blog post so that that is all taken care of. I have many different options here. These are just what's popular, but I could do LinkedIn, I could do Instagram, I could do Facebook, I could do Twitter/X, I could do TikTok, I could do YouTube, I could create blogs, I could go into the marketplace and make things for my website, I could make product descriptions, videos, ads, emails, the sales materials, customer support. There are so many different options on how I could go about creating more content. And then literally it says, hey, are you ready? I'm like, hey, I want to do it in my alter ego voice. My alter ego is like Beyonce for your career. Yes, I like that, right? You like it. It's kind of catchy. Okay, me too. So anywho, you just click generate content and you're like, oh my gosh, can you help me make it? It's literally making the content over here. It's going to take a few minutes, but it will literally generate the content for you. This is just a quick example. We don't have time to go through all of them right now, but I just wanted to share that with you that like literally behind the scenes, it's going to make the content that I can click through and read more about exactly how I want to create more content in just a few clicks. So it tells you exactly what are some of the on-screen hooks that you can use, how can you start the captions, what call to actions you might want to have. These are just brainstorming ideas. Of course, you could further go and write this out, but these are just a few that come from Blaze.ai, and that is one way that we could go about using AI-powered marketing tactics to automate your content creation, your scheduling, and analytics across multiple platforms. The next one that I love is called HeyGen. HeyGen is an AI-powered video creation tool. Why I love HeyGen is that I can record a video in English, okay? And then I can record it in multiple different languages. It says 40 here. Actually, as of their website, as of today, they literally have over 170 different languages, so that now when I create a video one time, I can literally take that one video and produce it in multiple different languages. Let me explain. Let me show you how. Here's a video where I literally recorded this earlier today.
This silk press with all Fenty products from beginning to end with my little Taimu curling wand. Ooh, stop. You can't get me to stop smiling because my hair looks so cute. Oh my God, I'm in love. You gotta get you some Fenty products, girl. Stop playing yourself. The way the shine is giving, plus my little Taimu curling wand. Stop it. Why am I out here looking like somebody's wife? Okay.
This is a video. Okay, so this is what I recorded earlier today. Clearly, my hair was giving. Okay, all the curls, all the shine. Thank you, Fenty. Thank you, Rihanna. And I was like, oh my gosh, what if I wanted to do literally a video like this, but in a different language? So I'm going to scroll over to Hey Jen real quick. I've uploaded the video. Here is the same exact video. I'm going to show it as a demo. This time I've asked it to do it in Spanish. Here's the Spanish version.
Este alisado, con todos los productos Fenty, de principio a fin, con mi nueva varita rizadora. Oh, para. No puedes hacerme dejar de sonreír. ¿Mi cabello se ve tan lindo? Oh, Dios mío, estoy enamorada. Tienes que conseguirte algunos productos Fenty, chica, así que no te engañes. Con el brillo que está dando. Además de mi poco tiempo de rizado, aquí afuera pareciendo la esposa de alguien. Está bien.
Oh my goodness. I was floored at how well this came out. And all I did was just upload the video and it came out so good. I had to send it to my neighbor and I literally sent it to her and she wrote back, I'm screaming, Melissa. I had no idea that you knew how to speak Spanish. This is so good and your hair looks amazing. I was like, girl, I don't know how to speak Spanish. That is definitely from the AI generated tool. That is just one example in one language that you literally could be transcribing or translating your videos in. If you wanted to be a global leader and create videos in Japanese, in Hindi, in other languages, French, Spanish, you can literally have no reason for why you can't be a global thought leader in those areas, in those languages. This is huge. Huge. So when I say I want us to work together, it is important for us to be thoughtful and intentional about how we create content. So when we say that we want to realign to the real career revolution and use AI to build a personal brand, to grow our income so that we can earn more and work less, we are going to be dedicating components of our budget to align to our values and our future self. So we will walk through exactly how you need to allocate your budget so that you are being thoughtful and intentional about implementation, operations, sales, and marketing to set you up for success. Then we'll make sure that you have the right content creation and management systems in place so that you have a systematic approach. Literally, companies hire me to do this. Hire me and pay me hundreds of thousands of dollars to come in and do it. They make millions of dollars, and I'm choosing to spend my time with you because I believe in you. You can become a millionaire. I know this because this is the gold rush of a lifetime. I recruit and find the most brilliant minds in the world for leading technology companies. And if you are here on this call right now, you are brilliant because you know the difference between what we were being told versus the reality that we are experiencing. And now is the moment in time that you want to stay ahead. We are in the moment of the gold rush that is AI. And if you can stay at the forefront, you will succeed and be rewarded handsomely for your diligent effort moving forward. And when we build multiple streams of income, I want this notification right here on the right to be your everyday. I literally want to see you making multiple streams of income so that, God forbid, a layoff comes your way or a rumor of a layoff happens in your team, at your company, you can say, whew, I'll be all right. I heard it from Melissa. I've been working on this for quite some time. If a layoff happens, we will be okay. So when we talk about what it's like to be a part of the real career revolution, I also want to share with you exactly what I did to retire early. I want you to master how you can go about doubling down on what you know, double down on the existing skills that you have, leverage AI as a tool so that you can retire early with multiple streams of income. And lastly, I will be there every step of the way where you can submit your questions and answers. I will answer them so that we can make sure that we have our weekly calls and make sure that you're set up for success. Here are some examples of people that are in the program right now. Cynthia came to me laid off, felt lost in an unforgiving job market. Are you reminded of 2024 and 2023 where it was impossible to find a job? People were unemployed for a year, 2 years, couldn't find anything, couldn't get an interview. They were talking about fake job postings. It was a wild and crazy time. RCR guided me through an unexpected career plot twist. Now she has successfully learned how to regulate her emotions during career plot twists and prioritize her well-being as she takes consistent steps forward for building a second stream of income, and she is immensely grateful. This is my life's work. Here's another example. Here's Natasha. Natasha, she was stuck in a grueling 60-hour work week with no end in sight. You could have never told her that she could get paid to take a wellness break just before her son was born. She was burnt out, but thanks to RCR, she did just that. The peace of mind that comes with this community is priceless. A new mom who had a little bit of time for herself before she gave birth, just incredibly grateful that she was able to make a financial plan, have it in place to earn more and work less. And then lastly, here's the story of Wences. Wences was frustrated being reliant on just one paycheck. She was working as a teacher, and RCR showed her how to diversify her income by leveraging her existing skills. Now she has 3 income streams and couldn't be happier with her investment. Now she can focus on her wellness. She has a secure and flexible financial future, and she couldn't be more grateful. This is my life's work, okay? I have signed billion-dollar contracts every single day in corporate. I totally get it that I could be doing that, probably make a ton of money doing it, but I'd much rather do it here with you because I believe that right now is the moment in time that you can make the most amount of money leveraging AI if you stay at the forefront. So what's inside the Real Career Revolution? E-learning for busy professionals, a step-by-step guide, plus live weekly executive coaching with me. I'm there with you step by step, side by side, and we are focused on implementation, okay? We want to get things done, okay? That's what we're focused on, is getting things done as quickly as possible. So what's inside is an A to Z tools and resource library, an incredibly supportive community. Here are some of the results that I've had in my career, and I am so grateful for all the people that have ever trusted me in their career. Literally, I've helped with over $10 million in salary increases. Members have secured $30,000 to $100,000 increases in a year. I don't say these as guarantees, but I say these as examples of dedicated, hard work that people put in to make things happen for them. 100% of my people in my community have now had career pivots that found clarity and realignment, leading to a more fulfilling and less stressful career opportunities to reignite their motivation and purpose. This is my life's work. There is nothing else I'd rather do besides be here with you. And now to see my clients building multiple income streams is the most rewarding job I've ever had. Just to be clear, I want you to know what you're signing up for. What's not included? What's not included is one-on-one coaching. What's not included is the software. What's not included is specialized programs. Why are these things not included? Because everybody has a specific story, unique challenges and opportunities for them. If you want one-on-one, I'm more than happy to do it. I'm more than happy to connect with you. If you want to use the software tools do come with a monthly expense. I will give you all the tools that I use right now. The software tools are there. I would budget for up to $300 per month for software tools. And then as AI continues to evolve, AI is changing so much. In the first 6 months, it's completely different than where it was 6 months ago, okay? We are going to have more specialized programs that are going to be rolling out, and I want you to be a part of the community so that you're getting that information first, okay? And because of that, I want you to be here because you want to be here. If you want to join, I will give you a 7-day guarantee or a 7-day money back guarantee. If you are not happy in the first 7 days, you can leave the program. No questions asked. I'll refund you your first month's payment. No questions. Your success is our top priority, and we stand behind our program. I literally believe in it. I would put all my money into it because this is literally where I believe the future of work is going. It is going to be essential to have another stream of income and to leverage your personal brand using AI. What does the time commitment and flexibility look like? I tell people, if you want millionaire results, you got to put in millionaire effort. If you want minimum wage results, then you want put in minimum wage effort. No, I want you to be successful. I'm just kidding. I want you to be successful. I anticipate that you'll spend about 2 to 3 hours per week. Somehow, some way, whether it's you got to wake up an hour earlier, got to go to sleep an hour later, whatever you got to do to make this happen, I'm telling you right now, this is the best use of your time. Because the ROI on investing in tech and building a brand alongside technology and leveraging AI will always have a huge multiple, okay? So being able to spend the time now so that you can live the life that you want later, setting up the AI, setting up the automation tools will help you succeed. This is the foundation and the legwork that you need in order for you to be successful. So if you want to move forward, this is what you've got to do. Make the time, find the time, prioritize it so that it can make your life easier moving forward. So is the Real Career Revolution right for you? It's the perfect fit. If you're feeling stuck, burnt out, looking to create a path to early retirement, without the guesswork, wanting executive coaching, wanting a community, wanting a flexible subscription, wanting easy access. This is the place for you. So the question is, are you going to choose aggravation or are you going to choose automation? Now, we all know we could go back and say, oh, this was great, Melissa. Thanks. I love this. This was so nice. But we know that tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is when you have to choose. Are you going back to aggravation, where you continue working your 9 to 5 and you have this trial and error approach? Or maybe you might even say, I'll do it myself. I could build my own team myself. Well, guess what? Hiring a full-time expert team can cost millions of dollars. I know it, okay? I've been in recruitment and hiring. I've seen the salaries of the most brilliant and brightest minds in this world. It can cost millions of dollars to get the right people to come and build your business. You can choose automation. Automation gives you the strategic roadmap. So you have a step-by-step plan. You've got the growth tools. You have the executive coaching and the community support. I always say this. It's 80% strategy, 20% execution. It's 80% strategy, 20% execution. That is exactly what this is. I've done the strategy. I've given you the tools. All you have to do is execute, and that is what this program is about. It's about implementation. If you can implement this foundation, you will be set up for success. There is absolutely no reason why you can't have $1 million business. You can be $1 million brand with hard work. By implementing the tactics that we have inside our program, you absolutely have the ability to be set up for success. If you put in the work, I will meet you there. 80% strategy, 20% execution. You've got this. So let me ask you, are you interested or are you committed? Because if you're interested is all about curiosity. Commitment is where the action happens. You'll do whatever it takes when you're committed. When you're committed, you find solutions. You find a way to make a sacrifice. You find a way to persist through obstacles. If you are committed, then I have an offer for you. If you are committed, I want to see you succeed. And if you are interested but you still have questions, feel free to send your questions in the chat, okay? But if you are committed, then I have literally a life-changing offer for you where you can join now. You get our limited time beta program offer. Our beta pricing is our lowest rate ever because I want your feedback. I want you to go through. I want to see your success story. I will give you my complete system with a strategic roadmap, with my expert coaching and community support. I'll give you the risk-free trial, and I'll even give you immediate access to the program. So Let me know if you're interested or committed. Who's committed? Let me know in the chat if you're committed. I'll send you the offer. I hope to see you on the inside and would love, love, love to have you on this inside. Well, thank you so much for staying all the way to the end. I appreciate you. Let me know if you have any questions. Have fun. Take care. Bye.